Okay, this is on. As you saw on the previous screen here, I was working on in StreamerBot, and I was going to try to quickly, down and dirty, copy all of this by highlighting and dragging the mouse to get it all right click, copy, left click, copy, whatever, and then go into my Showgirls 2 and pasting it in there. And yes, I know that these sub actions won't work until I change the this right here because it's not in main zoom, it's actually in the shared screen role. Now I need to go see if we've got any complaints going on with the audio. I don't need OBS running right now. And well, shoot. First and foremost, let's get to Tony Wallow was first, and Tony Wallow gifted 10 memberships today to start the month off with 10 gifted memberships, and all 10 of them did go through. I counted them twice because my first count I came up with 9, and then the second one was actually 10. So thank you, Tony. We'll check audio from chat, and I don't see any comments, good or bad. Do I need a new sound bar? Nope, I'm good with my sound bar. BH Ringer was in chat. Um, Darren Gilholm said hi to BH Ringer. Was he actually in chat or was he gifted a membership? Looks like he was gifted a membership. Now I'm trying to remember how I did this yesterday because yesterday I had this right in front of me, right here, and we weren't seeing the infinity issue. I'll bring this back. Maybe we won't see it again. There we go. Yeah, it's going to repeat. Yeah, I don't know what that is. YouTube volume is max. So apparently the audio is low again. All right. Let's change the audio. And now we're back to the Yeti. Why is this doing the infinity? Yesterday it was not doing the infinity, or did I have a different screen on yesterday? I don't know. Been a rough day, been a rough night. Tim Tech is in chat apparently. Let's see. Let's go look at chat itself. AJ says thanks for the membership. And cheers to Tony. Onefish says hello. Chris says hello. Fortnite, thanks everyone. Says hello to everyone. Thank you for the gift. He really appreciates it. Low, the volume is a tad low. Darren Gilholm says hi, Clint. Clint is my second cousin on my L side. And he says hi to Onefish. AJ says hi. Steve Dodd. His coolness is there again. Hello, Steve. And Tony or Chris asked about the soundbar. Gretto's in chat. Brian's in chat. Brian's in chat? Did I see Brian? I didn't see Brian anywhere. I'm having a Doug day. I'm having a Doug moment. I almost canceled. I really came so close to canceling compared to the other professional broadcasters. The audio. Okay, so now how is the audio now? I went back to the Yeti, and yesterday these Yeti settings were being said they were okay. I thought I saw Tim Tech up here earlier. Maybe I did not see Tim Tech. I don't. Yeah, official Tim. Oh, he was gifted a membership. So apparently, if they were gifted a membership, you can tag them. I don't know. I'm going to test that out. At official, nope, you cannot. So How did I do that yesterday where we didn't have to look at my icons and we're not looking at the infinity issue going on here? Yeah, Greg says I can start the show now. 6 minutes late, but let's yeah, the audio is not popping, and I did go back yesterday and look and listen to watch yesterday's stream, and there for a minute it did seem like there was some issues with the audio and had some crackling and some popping, and I think it was just disconnected. I don't know what it was. Now I can go back to the I can go back to the earbuds. I'm going to do that at the 6 minute mark. There should be a little bit of echoing now, and I'm going to leave it as it is to verify that there is actually going to be echoing or not. Because there should be. Right now there should be echoing. It should be absolutely horrendous. Now I can make it echo. Sam is saying yes, there's an echo. All right, I'm going to turn off the Yeti. It goes strictly back to the earbuds. We'll see how those sound. Chris is saying a little echo. Now there should be no echoing, but according to what you guys were reporting yesterday, there should be dropping out, clicking, bad connection, or whatever. And I have both the Yeti and the earbud set at the same volume level. So I'm gonna stay here for a minute and see if anything pops up in chat, and go from there. And Sam is saying, "Yep, I hear clicking." Okay, is it clicking consistently, or is it clicking when I click my mouse button? I don't think this is going to be sensitive. I don't think these earbuds are sensitive enough to pick up the mouse clicking. The Yeti, I would say, might be. So if there's clicking right now, I'll remember at the 6 minute mark to the 8 minute mark to go listen to it. All right, now we're back to the Yeti. So it's got me baffled because last night on Zoom, we had no issues. And again, I'm just using OBS to do this. I didn't want to disturb anyone that was over there. Man, I really wished I could remember how I did that yesterday, because I'm pretty sure, I'm 99% sure I had this right in front of me. And by this right in front of me, I mean this right in front of me right here. And there was no mirroring. And this is going to mirror again. You got Grillman's. Yeah. It's not the mouse, it's distortion. Okay, so then there's an issue with these earbuds. It could be DaVinci. Could very easily be DaVinci. In fact, I've got to look into some DaVinci stuff later on today, because I know the thumbnail from today read Monday and today's Tuesday, and I can't find the project of where I did that. I can't remember if I did it on the DaVinci machine or if I did it on the Streamer machine, but I eliminated the Streamer machine by going through all my projects last night, and that took a while, and I could not find it. So it's got to be on the DaVinci machine. Now the bad thing about how I'm doing this right now is I have no idea. You know what? I can pop chat out. I do have chat where I can pop it out in OBS, and I'm 99% sure if I bring OBS over here, then that's going to mirror as well, or it should mirror. Now I don't know how to move this chat window. I don't like it where it's at. I think I try to grab it somewhere in here. I don't know. All those in favor for did you put a in chat? Yeah, thank you, Tony. I know you can move these docks. I'm going to unlock the dock because we tried an experiment locking this stuff down here. Now I should be able to grab this dock and I can pretty much put this dock where I want it, which is going to be right. I'd like it to be right there, but it won't go there for some reason, even though it highlights to go there. It's just not going to go there. Okay, so that's showing when that gray area shows up, you can release your dock, and that's where it's supposed to go. Now this one's clean over on the other monitor. Clean over, there's an Indiana term, all the way over on. Yeah, that's just not going to cooperate. Let me see if maybe I can dock it back to the top. Maybe my docking is not working again. I don't know. OBS might need to be updated. I have no clue. Interesting. Well, let's try this. Let's close the doggone dock. Yeah, no, I closed the dock. I'm going to try to bring it down. I'm going to reopen the dock. I don't think it's pop-out chat. Yeah, pop-out chat is right here. But that looks like I might be able to dock that though. Let's see. Okay, so I can pop that out, but it says it's disabled for this live stream. I don't understand that. So I'm going to close the pop-out chat, and then I'm going to grab the dock that is just chat and see if I can't redock it in. No, I can put it in there. Now I have a choice between chat or the audio mixer. I didn't know you could do that. That's kind of interesting. So we have chat. Did I see that Great Guy wants Da Vinci? I did see that. Now why that is not letting me, I used to put it up here in this panel right here. I used to put it about right, not on top, but over here. There it goes. Why the heck wouldn't that work a while ago? Maybe because I needed to unlock it and then relock it, and I can bring it over like that. And other than the infinity, I now have that there being chat. And I really, for the most part, hardly ever use this because I always monitor what I'm doing by this right here, which is basically the same thing. Yeah. This is going to be a short one. This is going to be a 15-minute-er. I did get up enough time to make my coffee, though. Do have that. $14 people are watching with 2 likes. Yesterday there were 39 people watched this, and that's fantastic. Go back to OBS. So no matter what I put on OBS, it's going to mirror as long as it's over there. Moving chat over there doesn't really help me because it's on a smaller monitor and it's too far away. I mean, I could actually probably bring this back up. I just wish there was a way, and I sat here and thought, well, maybe I can copy this and put it in there and it brings all that. It probably would not, because you're not getting the sub actions. And then, I mean, I could do it this way. You ought to be, I wonder though, can you hold this, hold control? No, you cannot. You can't left mouse click and drag. Can't do that. So you can do it over here. That's a left mouse click and drag, and you can do it here, but you cannot do it in here. I don't know if that's a setting in StreamerBot itself, and you can do it up here in commands. I just did it up there, but you cannot do it in here. That's interesting. Interesting that you can do that over here. You can actually do it up here if you have multiple commands, but you cannot do it down here. So let's try this. Let's go grab this. I'm going to copy the sub action. I'm going to put the sub action in this. We're going to paste it, and we're going to edit it because I know that that's not in there. So I'm trying to be like Doug, trying to be Dougish, if you will. And I know it's not in here. Actually, this is not the way to do this. It is actually in my see, I got my OBS all congubulated. It is actually in my screen recording. Yes, these are all sources, or these are all scenes within OBS, and yes, I need to clean them out, and yes, I need to get rid of about half of them, if not more than them. Suzanne Morjan, proud single mother, joins us over in chat. Hello, Susanna. I just wonder if I can type in here screen recording without the F. I think that's what I believe that is the whole title of that scene. Actually, it says screen recording 3 dots. So let's try 1, 2, 3. I don't know. And put OK. And then go back over here to this. Copy the command. And copy the trigger. Go back over here. And I knew I had not enough time to do this a while ago. So now, if I test this, nothing happens. Even though that I copied that yesterday in OBS and that didn't work. So let's go look at something here. Of course, you guys can't see that. Oh, that's all the hidden stuff. Let's try this one. We'll copy the sub action. We'll go back to this one and we'll paste the sub action in there. And we'll go edit the sub action. And I'm gonna go find it this time. I don't think it's in there. It's ... That's a screen recording with audio. And I do have a separate one for that. That's what I use to record all my movies with. That way I put the earbuds on and I get beautiful audio. Yeah, that just says screen recording. So let's go find. I'm probably looking right at it. This is so doggone little. Screen recording with audio. Two screens, 4 screens, just what it says. When I had 4 screens, scene 2. Yeah, see, it's not showing up. Even though I have that scene. You ought to be able to do this like you do everything else in here. I ought to be able to put an S in there, and then when you open this up, it shows me all the S's. Well, it does. That did take me to scene 2. let's try that a little bit farther. Let's put the word screen, and it's lowercase. And then hit the down arrow. And it's only seeing screen recording with audio. That's pretty interesting. I don't think that's it. Because I could kind of verify that maybe if I bring this over here and take a look at chat and then go down here and look at my scenes and daily DaVinci main screen recording, technical issues, scene. Maybe it is it. I thought I had a separate one for that, but apparently I do not. Got another, looks like classic Windows XP. I don't even remember what that looks like. All right, let's try that. Let's go with that. And since I know that's in there, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to change it from hidden to visible. And we're going to go up and hit the command. Yep, it worked. There it is. So this is actually screen recording with audio. Even though it's, I guess the ... means the NG with audio is missing. And I'll demonstrate that. If I turn this off, I think it goes away. And if I come back up here and trigger the command by testing the trigger, of course I gotta have them both on the screen at the same time, which is going to be fun because when so now if I come over here, right click test, there it is. So yeah, this is an easy fix to get this to work. I'll work on this later just in case I'm going to fill in for Doug quite a bit. I will have the end screen in here, and it appears to be that, there we go, I took just off click. Looks like classic Windows XP. There's another classic window from XP which illustrates someone using the original code, which is still a wonderful operating system we call Windows 10 and 11. We're up until the code has been rewritten, and it doesn't appear the case. That's way above my head. I just use it, and it does what I want it to do. I don't look into the code because if I were to do that, we would have all kind of issues going on. So I could continue doing this, but I don't want speaker bot, I want streamer bot. And I could easily, within about, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes, this is why I really wanted to do this as a group. Let's, again, this makes me mad. I wanted to do all of these as a group. I wonder if I hit 1, Control A, nope, Control A, nope, Control A. I got dinging going on in my ears. I don't know if you guys are hearing it or not. So the only other one I would want is I would go find the other dancing girls, which is actually, I should have copied this one. That's the visible one. Now if I go back to OBS, yeah, it ends automatically and it's going to play the length of that. And I'm not signed into chat. Interesting. Ski Man joins us there. Chrome BCast has a major malfunction. Just got the internet back. I was not on. Oh, wow. Yeah, without the internet, I mean, it's, unless you've got a cell phone with Wi-Fi or cellular data or whatever, you're up a creek without the internet. I'm going to wrap this up. Just not one of my better days. You can see down here I still have the Windows 11 do flinky. Haven't done anything with that. I need to bring the capture card in so I can go to the DaVinci machine and share it on this machine so I can share it across YouTube, especially for Greg. But I haven't done that yet. kind of holding out to see what's going to happen if I get back in my studio and going from there. So let us wrap this up, and I'm going to again look at chat. Yeah, welcome back from Long Dogs. Alice says hello. So let us test this out. I don't know how I can do this. I wish there was a way to make that mirroring go away, but as far as I know, there's not. So I'm going to minimize that. I'm going to bring this up real quick. Now, theoretically, thank you, Ski. I should be able to do or not. Hey, you know what? No, it's not going through all those steps because there was only 2 steps. Now, if I go to OBS, I just wonder, is it playing in OBS? And it is not playing in OBS. Why is it not playing? It is showing playing in OBS. Let me turn it off there. And there are no other commands working in there right yet. Exclamation X. I wonder if I have to change that to make that work. There we go. It's working here. There we go. Silk and satin and feel the now the chat won't be there, or it shouldn't be there because I haven't copied it over yet. Every step a whispered tease, moving slow like honey. Zoom is running, I presume. The show tonight probably will be at 10. I'm debating on moving it to 11. But now that's interesting that this is not mirroring. I just now noticed that. This is OBS. Maybe because it's a video. Now, I have no idea if the audio is going out or not. So that'll do it. I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you everyone for being here. That is 12:28. Plenty long enough for a very horrible Doug Stout, Ken Betts April Fool's show. Ugh. See you later. Find the camera.